My husband is suddenly angry all the time and wants to fire a random woman. How do I talk to him? My husband is very stressed all the time. Ever since we met, he, 45, told me, 43, that his career and growing in his career are the most important things to him. He is an engineer and is currently responsible for a company of more than 600 people. Even though locally no one is above him, he still has to report his results to the headquarters regularly. He is very tough and strict, and even though I do not understand a lot of what they do, I feel like he pushes people over their limits. He promises the headquarters that he will reach every goal and live up to every standard. He overworks himself and his people. He micromanages, controls, shouts, and threatens. But I tried to separate his work persona from his home persona, and we get along well. We jog together, swim together, and do various other sports. He never yells at me or talks down to me. But this changed at the beginning of June. He got frustrated at every little thing at home, too. Out of nowhere, he called a woman, a subordinate who is now his direct report. A woman who, he would tell me later, works in their marketing department. She is 24. He wants to fire her, and he offered her a few salaries just so she would leave. I have never seen him this invested in any employee. He is not the kind of executive who is close with people or talks to them. He is up there, and they are down here. He has his close inner group. I asked him why he was so invested, and he said she is not a good performer and that he wants her out. I never saw him talking to one of the people at the bottom of the hierarchy. This woman randomly just called him. She didn't even text. She just called him, which is something that is frowned upon in any corporate setting. I also work in the corporate world, and I would never dare to call an executive just like that. If I did, I would be called out on it. I heard parts of their conversation. He was yelling and getting frustrated, and she was calm and sarcastic. She was basically like, "And what will you do about it?" I know him, and not only him. I am familiar with the corporate world. A top director never talks one-on-one with a random, irrelevant employee. And she was so casual with him. He started raising his voice at me, too. He is not interested in anything anymore. I am concerned, and I want to talk to him about it, but I am scared of what might come out of it. How do I do it when he is always irritated? Update 1, so, this was quick. This post is an update to my yesterday's post. I was pushing it and pressuring him. He left for a couple of hours and then came back very calm and told me in a calm voice, like he had given up, that he got her pregnant. She doesn't want to terminate, she doesn't want to resign, and he cannot fire her because she is pregnant. Update 2, so, I wanted to share one last update. I moved out. We have another property, and I simply couldn't stand being around him. I decided not to report him to HR. That future baby is already having more than enough issues, and 2 jobless parents sounds like a nightmare. Probably this will happen anyway, but I will not be the cause of it. As for him, he is already getting his karma. I told him I will not report him, so he needs to make sure she will not either. She wants him to marry her, and he said he will. He told me, and it seems I am still the person he cries to and complains to, that she also wants him to pay for her mother's medical bills. She was raised in the system, but it seems she does have a family after all. They are just poor. I asked him why he did this to me, and he said she did things I didn't, and he wouldn't have asked me to do them either. He was already violent with her. Edit, I deleted the part about her karma. I didn't mean that she deserved it. I would never say such a thing, but I admit it came off that way. I apologize and removed that part. Update 3, I really hope this last post is all right. Today, he spoke to HR himself, or at least this is what he told me he was going to do, so I think he did. I will definitely not ask him for an update. He is on good terms with the HR lady, so he hopes he will be able to keep his job. I just want to post this because, even though we are all strangers, it actually hurt me to see how many people are calling me names and even saying I would be to blame if he does something to her. Sorry, but telling the cops, I saw some texts on my husband's phone, texts with his mistress in which she said she will report him for slapping her, is not evidence. I did report her myself for the threat she sent me via text messages, and the police didn't do a thing. My husband said he will deal with her himself and that she will stop. I already talked to a lawyer about the divorce, so this is also a priority for me. I don't want to see anyone suffer, but trust me, it is not at the top of my list to try to save the woman who is actually blackmailing him into marrying her. They will get married as soon as we get divorced. My husband is many things, but he is responsible and will take care of his baby. It is his problem how that marriage will look like. Now I am considering starting therapy, but maybe it's too early. What should I do? Should I wait? Update 4, she is 25, not 24. That was my misunderstanding. So, he wasn't fired after all. He is facing a salary cut of about 20% for the next year. Him being at the top executive level is valuable for the company. HR tried to make her quit because they cannot fire a pregnant woman, but they ended up just moving her to another location in the same area. So, her local boss will be someone else, but my soon-to-be ex-husband is still the top boss. So, he is her boss's boss. He tried to make me forgive him and promised he would never do it again, but no. This is not something I can forgive. We have been together our whole adult lives, more or less. Maybe I could have, gotten over the cheating, but a baby is for life. He gave me a few days to decide what I wanted to do. He is extremely angry, frustrated, irritated, volatile, and all that. I didn't even say I needed time to think about it. Just know. I don't want you back. I still love him, but I will not take him back. I no longer live in the same house with him. He said he will marry her. He treats her horribly. I heard him talking to her over the phone, but if she insists so much that she wants to marry a man who will never love her, so be it. Final update: this happened 2 days ago, but I didn't know and still don't know if it's a good idea to put it here. But for those who kept telling me I am a horrible person for not reporting domestic violence based on some texts I saw on his phone. Well, this is for you. We obviously have plenty of common friends, and I didn't cut them all off just because we are divorcing. 2 days ago, they had a fight, my soon-to-be ex and his mistress, who is soon to be his new wife, and the neighbor called the police because my ex slapped the woman. She refused to report him and told the neighbor to stay out of their business. Okay, I just needed to leave this here.